Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Rant Squad. I am the Water Dog. This is
Jordan.
And Brendan's on date night. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, oh well.
We're doing our fantasy standouts here for the big week 15. It's very pivotal because this is usually going to be the first week of fantasy playoffs for most leagues, and so you try to figure out who should be in your starting lineup, and so we're going to get started with the IDP. Brendan's going Olukahan. He always goes with him. Olukahan for against the Jets. That's who he's going to go with. So, Clint, who you got?
I really like Max Crosby this week. You know, Cousins has really struggled the last few weeks. He's still not moving very well. Crosby, he's been consistent, but he hasn't had a real game in a while. I still think he's a top 5 edge rusher in this league. Atlanta needs a win, but I like Max Crosby this week. I think it's time to make some noise.
New York Giants suck.
Yeah, they do.
They're playing the Ravens. Sounds like a Kyle Hamilton game to me.
Yep, I'm starting the Ravens defense in 2 leagues this week.
Yep. So that's kind of where I'm looking at it right there. I just think Kyle Hamilton, that's going to be a good shot right there at becoming your fantasy standout on the defensive side of the football. Let's go to the tight end position. Brendan's going with Kittle versus the Rams. Who you got?
I'm doing a touchdown guarantee this week. Trey McBride of the Arizona Cardinals. He has shattered every imaginable record about touching the football without scoring a touchdown. The dude, and he's still a great tight end. He's a top 5 tight end this year too, and he hasn't scored
it's all receptions.
one receiving touchdown.
All receptions.
But he is the number one choice in that offense. This week, Trey McBride gets into the end zone.
All right, so you're going to go McBride.
Yeah.
I agree with Brendan. I think it's going to be Kittle. Kittle's been on fire.
Yes,
They're going to have to play a race against the Rams. So I'm looking at a lot of touchdowns.
He's the number one option.
Yeah, and he is going to be the number one option, so we got to go Kittle there. All right, let's do it to it, man. Wide receiver here. Wide receiver, Brandon's going, well, even going this route for the last few weeks, Jamar Chase. Mm-hmm. And so who you got?
I told you earlier, I think it's an A.J. Brown week. I think the squeaky wheel is going to get some grease. They're going to play Pittsburgh. I think it could be a sneaky, maybe, I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game. I don't think it'll be a low. I think it'll be around that 24-20, 27-24, somewhere in there. And A.J. Brown's been a little squeaky. You know, they come out, supposedly him and Jalen had words a little bit because he's been open, especially in the Carolina game. I think that's where some of the lackluster offense came from was Hurts really wasn't pushing downfield. Of course, he didn't need to against Carolina. They won anyways. But I think A.J. Brown this week could be a hyper target. Look for him to get involved early and often.
All righty, I'm going to think a little bit out of the box. I'm looking at the Detroit game. You got Detroit and Buffalo. This is going to be, to me, high-scoring game. And so I'm going to go Amon St. Brown. I think that's where we're going to be looking. I'm thinking this could be a 2-touchdown game. And if he does get the 2-touchdown game, that's really going to put him up in the numbers. And so I like Amon St. Brown because to me, I think that if Detroit is truly the Super Bowl, champion, I think that they're going to be this year, they want to win this game.
Yeah,
because you want to prove something to Buffalo
against good teams. Yeah,
and Goff has looked good again.
Yeah,
and he had that one bad game, but ever since that one bad game,
he's looked good.
He's looked good. Let's go to the running back. Brendan once again going with his favorite, Joe Mixon. Who you got?
The Giants suck. It's Derrick Henry, man. Come on, this week off a bye. He should be fresh. 2, they're playing the Giants. I couldn't. I looked at that run. I looked everywhere, and I was like, man, I was looking for a matchup, and I just couldn't find anything I liked more than I like Derrick Henry.
I thought about that too, and I was close to pulling. I said, you know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna be.
I like it.
I'm gonna be silly.
I like it.
Okay. Rico Dowdle has had 2 100-yard games. They are feeding him the football because right now, in all honesty, on that Dallas Cowboys team, he is their best option. They are playing Carolina. I'm going to go down.
I like it. I like it a lot.
We're going to give that a shot there. Let's go now to the big position, the quarterback position. Brendan's going with his favorite, Joe Burrow. Who you got?
I think this is a bounce-back week. I think this gets him back into the conversation for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think it's Jaden Daniels. Coming off the bye, like you said, they've had a couple of, it's been a little bit of a downturn here lately, but I think this week he has a good game. Look for Terry McLaurin to come out, look real nice. I'd love to see them off the bye start to get that rookie tight end, Ben Sinnott. involved. I think he's a big target in the red zone. I think he's a little more agile right now than obviously a 30-something-year-old Zach Ertz. I really like Jaden Daniels this week, and he should be healthy. I know he was a little banged up, so should be able to run again. I really like Jaden Daniels this week.
I really like my pick this week.
Do you?
And the reason why I like my pick this week is because they've got no running backs.
Ain't that the truth?
49ers are playing the Rams. They're playing at home. The Rams just gave up 42 points on the defensive side of the football. And now you've got an offensive coordinator who's going to have to throw the football all over the field just to keep up with the Rams. So I'm going Brock Purdy.
So doubling down on the Niners. So it's either Kittle or Debo. Maybe this is a sneaky week for Debo. Maybe he finally gets some of the ball, or you just keep rolling with Juwan. Who would you start, Juwan Jennings or Debo Samuel right now?
Jennings.
I agree. It's sad, but that's I agree.
Well, I mean, if I had for fantasy wise,
yeah, if you had to pick one of those two,
for fantasy wise,
I think Juwan Jennings. He's clearly got the.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, we hope you have a good fantasy weekend for yourself.
Good luck
brother.
in the playoffs.
Yeah, good luck with all the good stuff. We've been the Rant Squad. I'm the Water Dog. This is
Clint Jordan.
We out of here.